imagine not having to go through a third-party record label or licensing company. You could go directly to the artist, and the artist can go directly to the market with their song and sell it and license it.
So, you mentioned three narratives, and I'd like to just have you describe each one in a little bit more detail, because I think it's interesting. You said NFTs, metaverse, and DeFi. If you could explain, let's just start with NFTs first, and then we'll go to metaverse and DeFi. What are each one of these narratives? What kind of value propositions do they offer people that are different now than they were in 2017? So NFTs, what would you say would be the key value propositions that an NFT offers that's not available in the real world, for lack of better?
Sure. So the biggest value proposition for NFTs that I see is the tokenization of digital media. And what I mean by digital media, I mean like anything that you can save with a dot text, insert 3 letters here file extension. So a .jpeg, a .png, a .mp3, any form of digital media, being able to tokenize that and be able to send that and create scarcity with that and identify it and create ownership of that digital media is very, very important. So for example, working with on founding a project right now where we are trying to create music, allow artists to sell music NFTs to listeners so that you can actually own that song as an NFT, and within the metadata of that NFT include the licensing rights that explicitly detail how you can or cannot use that song. Imagine not having to go through a third-party record label or licensing company. You could go directly to the artist, and the artist can go directly to the market with their song and sell it and license it through an NFT. Same thing goes for digital art of any kind. We're seeing a bubble right now. We're seeing all these profile picture projects where they're just different 10,000 whales, 10,000 monkeys, 10,000 dogs. I think we're going to mature out of that, and eventually these real use cases will emerge. But to touch on DeFi, it's just value transfer. Any decentralized finance, essentially just decentralizing any financial product that you could think of, being able to do loans on chain. Just it's all about cutting out the middleman, right? So rather than having a bank issue a loan and decide who's worthy of a loan and who's not worthy of a loan, essentially, or having to deal with being an accredited investor to invest or trade on a certain exchange, being able to decentralize that and not have a middleman and have decentralized ownership of those companies and protocols. And then lastly, metaverse is probably the one that I'm the least bullish on. I think it's oftentimes synonymous with virtual reality. I do think there will be NFT of a lot of blockchain gaming and a lot of the stuff that we do on web, and you'll start to see more Web3 and transfers of value creep into the Web3 space and creep into games, but I'm not super bullish on VR.
Just to use a very boomer example, like virtual Nikes in some game that you would have, and they would be NFT, therefore they would have some scarcity value, and then you could trade those, within the metaverse. Those kind of things, which are already happening quite a lot now. And there's just, there were during the boom time, there were some people paying $400,000 for Louis Vuitton NFT bags in one of these metaverse games. I forget what it was, but that's what you're talking about, in a sense that within the metaverse there'll be digital goods that will be traded and collected.
Or like World of Warcraft, where you can get a sword, your character gets a sword, and there's already a secondary market, but it's a centralized secondary market where the game takes a cut. Right. Or Call of Duty skins or Fortnite skins. These kids are maxing out their parents' credit cards, buying the cool outfit for their Fortnite character. What if they could actually resell that, that skin or that outfit for their Fortnite character later on? That'll eventually be an NFT. I think we'll see more games go monetize in a similar fashion to what they're already doing with these digital goods, but they'll just be NFTs instead, so that you can transfer value more easily.